Hello there everyone, and welcome to another edition of Lydia's Crafty Corner with me, Lydia, in my little crafty corner. So today we're going to be creating this card, and it's kind of one layer. It does have a couple of additional layers, but it is very, very flat. So we are going to be using the beautiful alcohol inks to create this beautiful background with the lacy front as well. So to start with, I'm going to be using a piece of acetate. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and the alcohol inks that I'm going to be using are the Mango Smoothie, the Mountain Mist, and also the Bamboo. So as you can see, I am using some scrap paper underneath me. Now you don't want to get this on your work surface as it will stain. I'm adding a few drops of the lightest colour, which was the Mango Smoothie. Then I've added a little bit of some alcohol blending solution. So this is just pure alcohol. And then I'm going to add in the other colours as well. I'm just kind of adding a strip to here just to have it kind of flow across my acetate. It is so fun to use these alcohol inks, and you may want to use a little bit of a blower. This one was a marker blower, but you can use a straw if you wanted to. Now I just keep adding colours here and there and maybe blow them around a little bit. A straw will work perfectly fine just to add those mixes together. I'm then going to take a little bit more of that blending solution, and I'm just going to take a paintbrush and just splatter those on, and I'm just going to leave that to dry. Now I'm going to take a top folding card base. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and I'm going to take the Ornate Cover Die. Now I'm going to just add this to the front of my top folding card base, and I'm just going to add some tape just to make sure it doesn't move around. Now I want this in perfect position, so as you can see I'm just going to move it around to the cutting edges on the side and the bottom, and then that little bit of tape that we have on both sides will keep this in place as we run it through. Now I don't want to cut that top edge, that will make it a proper cover die, so I'm going to just add my plate just below that cut line so it doesn't cut through. So as you can see, because we had that plate just below the cut line, it hasn't cut at all, but all of the rest of it has, which is so cool, and I just love this effect. So I'm going to remove all of the pieces from within there, and then we have this really beautiful lace front card base. I'm then going to take the same cover die, so the Ornate Cover Die, and I'm just going to cut a panel with this. So this is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, just making sure that it fits in there perfectly. Add a little bit of tape and then run that through my machine. Now you could use whatever cover dies that you have for this. It's just that I wanted to use this one. So here is my little panel that is going to match up completely with that lace front card base that we have. Now I want to sandwich my little acetate sheet in here. So I'm going to add some super sticky tape around this little edge that we have on the die, which is really good, so it makes it easy for adhering things together. Once I've done that, I'm then going to take my acetate piece, and look how pretty it looks now, and I'm going to pop that into position on the front of the card base. This is the card base piece. Once I have done that, you can see just how pretty that is, and you can see it from both sides. I'm then going to take the die cut panel, and again I'm going to add some super sticky tape around that border edge that we have on the die cut. So I'm just going to add that all the way around, remove the backing, and then we're going to pop this onto place onto the card base piece. Now this is going to sandwich that piece in, so it's going to be properly protected. Also, it does take a little bit of lining up, so you're going to want to line up that center piece first and then pop the edges down. If you do have any overhanging pieces, you may want to remove them from behind. And here, just look how pretty that is. I just love it. I'm then going to add a sentiment strip. So I've got one of the sentiments from the sentiment strips stamp set, and this one's "You Make Me So Happy." And I'm just stamping that onto some white cardstock. I'm going to trim this to about 1/2 inch and just cut that one and just move that to the side. I'm then going to take a piece of black cardstock so we can mat this in, and I'm just going to cut this slightly larger than the white piece so we have a little bit of border on the top and the bottom. I'm then going to cut a white piece exactly the same size as the black piece so we can use this for the inside of the card, so everything is kind of hidden. So I'm going to add this black piece on first. Because I'm going kind of on that acetate, I am using my super sticky tape, but I think I could have just used some normal glue tape if you do want to. I'm going to use the guidelines that's on my cutting mat behind me to line this up nice and straight, and remove any overhanging pieces with my scissors from behind. This is going to give me a cleaner look. So as you can see, we have that strip. This is the inside of the card. Now I want to cover that up, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some more tape. You could use normal tape if you wanted to, but I'm using that super sticky just because it does go on the acetate and it needs a little bit of an extra stick. Take that piece of cardstock that we've just trimmed down to the same size as the black one, and you can see that it fits perfectly. I can then take my sentiment strip, add a little bit of foam tape to this just to add a little bit of height and a little bit more interest to the card, and pop that into place. And here is the card complete. I do love how this turned out, and I love how pretty that lace front card with the alcohol inks popping through is. So we have a little surprise in this video. We have a giveaway, so you can be in with a chance of winning one of 3 $15 gift certificates to the Altenew store. All you need to do is let me know what your favorite cover die is and add it, and you have until September 4th, 2020 to add the comment. I can't wait to see what you choose. Hello there, crafty friend, Lydia here. Just popping in to say that you can get your daily dose of crafting tips, techniques and tutorials just like this by subscribing to the Altenew YouTube channel. All you need to do is click on that little bell up there and you will never miss a video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.